Is it Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back. What is it he says?
I will be back.
That's all?
Yeah.
Oh. Not very exciting. It's the way he says it.
It's the way it's
I'll be back. Terminator? Okay, she's back. Okay, so actually what happened is, I had to go to the temple this morning for the sojourn, and then we were planning to do stretching at 2 o'clock, and then it started raining. So I thought, well, I don't really have much discussion questions yet, because we didn't finish the topic of karma. So we just carry on, and we'll do an hour, because we missed some time this morning. So we'll do an hour now, and then we'll have a tea break.
We have what?
Tea break. Chai garam. Chai garam. Civilized. And then we'll come back, we'll do some more, finish the topic, have some time for questions, have a break, meditation, dinner, and movie time! Tonight is movie time, Mystic Tibet.
Oh, very nice.
And I think it's... Guess who the star is? See if you can spot me in undercover, plain clothes. So anyway, it's a film about pilgrimage to Tibet in the early 2000s. And a group of us went with my teacher undercover. And when we got to Lhasa, not till we got to Lhasa did the Chinese realize we were there. But it's very sweet. I think it's very sweet. I think we'll enjoy it. So, and that will be in the main gompa. So you can relax and enjoy. Actually, I did think I was thinking to show you the video about the painting work that they're doing in the main gompa, because it's very interesting. You've seen it, yeah? You haven't seen the painting in the main gompa. Well, you'll see it tonight, and it's really beautiful. That's why we're in this gompa. Usually we're in the other gompa. We're in this gompa because had so many courses recently, and the painters haven't been able to finish the work. So then, and then maybe, because we don't always need to have discussion groups. Sometimes it's valuable, sometimes it's not so valuable. Could show a little video about the painting work that they're doing. These artists, very, very good artists. Okay, so now, at the moment, is this questions? Yeah, okay, good. Did I bring these, or are these new ones? I thought, I brought those, okay. There's no new questions. Oh, wow, there's no new questions. What happened? Okay, so we'll start off by reciting the Heart of Perfection Wisdom Sutra. It's all crystal clear now. The Heart of Perfection of Wisdom Sutra. Arya Bhagavate Prajna Paramita Shrudaya Sutra. Thus did I hear at one time Bhagavan was turning a mass vulture's mountain in Rashkiya, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, Bhagavan was absorbed in a concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time, Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya, Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of profound perfection of wisdom, and beheld those 5 aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then, through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya, Avalokiteshvara. How should any son the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya, Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly beholding those five aggregates also as empty from inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feelings, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odour, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on, up to and including no mind element, and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and power. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awaken, unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment, and reliance on perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of perfection of wisdom is declared, Tadyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Soha. Shariputra, Bodhisattva Mahasattva should train profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose in that concentration, commended the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying, well said, son of lineage. It is like that, it is like that. You should practice the profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice. And Bhagavan, having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and gandharvas, overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Bhagavan. This reminds me a little bit about the Zen joke. You know, there's a Catholic priest walking along the road, and he sees a Zen monk sitting there. Praying, and he walks past, and then he walks back and he taps him on the shoulder and he says, "Excuse me, but who are you praying to?" Oh, and the Zen monk says, "Nobody." So the priest walks a bit further, and then he comes back and he says, "What are you praying for?" And the Zen monk says, "Nothing." And then the Catholic priest walks off, and the Zen monk shouts after him, "And there's nobody here praying either." So, by the end of the course, it will all be crystal clear. Everything will be revealed, and we will understand everything. And there'll be nothing to understand. Nobody to understand it.
Sorry, what does the mantra mean?
We'll come to that. And that's all we're going to explain. But what I'm going to say now is, just going to set a motivation and do the refuge bodhicitta prayer, which you always do. And then, if there's some kind of clarification of something I say, then fine. Otherwise, let's get to the end of the subject. And then I promise you questions, okay? Because otherwise we're going to get too much interruption. So let's get to the end of the subject. we'll have a tea break, 3, and then when we get to the end of the subject, we've got plenty of time so we can have the questions. Agreed?
Yes.
Mutual contract? Okay, so if it's clarification, some kind of word or something you don't hear correctly, it's different, but otherwise, you know, we'll do the questions at the end. Okay, so I just do the, please just set good motivation for this into talk. So again, I must try to develop more wisdom in my mind, more understanding, and in this way be able to generate more compassion, more loving kindness, and be able to be of more benefit to those around me, not harming, and as much as possible able to benefit. Sangye chun sangye chuna janjum bada dana kyusa dage chijin giga sunam drola pancha sangye trupa sho sangye chun sangye chuna janjum bada dana kyusa dage chijin giga sunam Rara Pancha Sangya Trambhaisho. Book of Refuge, and enlightened to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The virtuous merit that I create by giving this discourse and other perfections, may I attain this state of enlightenment in order to benefit all sentient beings. Right, so, well, the subject that we're dealing with is the law of cause and effect. Can everybody hear me? Not so well. Do we need to turn it up? Okay. Yeah. So the subject that we're dealing with, I trod on my glasses so they're broken. The subject that we're dealing with is the law of cause and effect, yeah, karma, and we started looking at that yesterday. How was the echo?
Something wrong.
How's this? Still too much? Better? Better? Okay. So looking at the law of cause and effect, causality, and particularly connection with these intentional actions or karma. So we started looking at that. We said from the Buddhist point of view, whatever is happening to us, whatever we're experiencing, this is all the result of previous causes. Whatever we're doing right now is the cause of future results. So things are not random. There is this cause and effect. And we are the ones that are creating the causes, and we are the ones that are experiencing the results. So if we start to understand how cause and effect works, then we can use our human intelligence to create those causes that bring about the results we want, and to stop creating the causes that bring about the results that we don't want. So things don't happen for no reason. Everything has a reason. And I explained that we talk in Buddhism about these two truths, the ultimate truth, the absolute nature of all phenomena, and the relative truth, the conventional nature of all phenomena. So ultimately things are lacking any kind of intrinsic existence, but on the conventional level, things appear and exist and function in accordance with the law of cause and effect. So it's very, very precise how things function in a causal way. And then we looked at this idea that all intentional actions of body, speech and mind, there's an immediate effect, but also an imprint is left on the mind by these actions, and then that imprint will ripen later as an experience, happiness or suffering, depending on whether the actions were positive or negative. And we looked at the 4 characteristics of karma yesterday. First of all, that karma is definite, so virtuous actions always lead to happiness. That's what a virtuous action is, that's how it's defined. It's defined as something that brings happiness. Non-virtuous actions always lead to suffering. That's what it is. That's why it's called a non-virtuous action. And there's no exception to this. So non-virtuous actions can never bring happiness, and virtuous actions can never bring suffering. So then the understanding that comes is as much as possible to try and create virtuous actions, as much as possible to try and avoid non-virtuous ones. Then the second characteristic is that karma increases. So once an action has been created, then if left unattended, it will increase over time, and from a small action can come a huge result. So from a small positive action can come a huge result, happiness. From a small negative action can come a huge suffering result. So then the idea is not to engage in even small non-virtuous actions as much as possible. Try and accumulate even small positive actions. The third one, if you don't create the cause, you won't experience the result. So karma not created won't be experienced. So whatever we're experiencing is a result of an action that we have done in the past. We may not remember, may not be obvious to us what we did, but it's not happening for no reason. At some point we have created the cause to experience this. And remember, small actions increase